Shalom. First and foremost, Kal Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rekah Kodash. That's all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father in the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. And double honors to my teachers, the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace, blessings, and salutations to the Akim, pushing this word and truth and sincerity across the four winds of the earth, as well as the men, women, and children alike, the believers. It's your brother, Karatazar, come with a quick lesson. Adawan Ratazar, Lord willing, I pray that it be edifying and exhorting and comforting. And it's entitled, Stay Focused. And basically, the times that we're coming into, is a lot of things going on. You see the men preaching and teaching the word and linking it with prophecy, that's coming to pass and passing by. So, this is high time to wake out of sleep, And got a few scriptures lined up. So just gonna start in the book of Proverbs, chapter 4 and verse 20. It says, "My son, attend to my words, incline thine ear to my sayings, unto my sayings. Let them not depart from thine eyes, keep them in the midst of thine heart. Your heart is your mind." It says, "Keep them in the midst of thine heart, for they are life unto those that find them, and health to all their flesh." So, what is life and health to our flesh? And it's the word. Keep the words, all right, of the Lord. It says, "Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Your life and death are in the tongue." So we are supposed to keep our minds set, like it said, Sirach chapter 2, Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, set thy heart aright and constantly endure. Endure what? Endure through the temptations. It say prepare yourself for temptation. Yeah, we're going through temptations. Things are trying to entice us to sin in this world as the tensions build up, as things come, the prophecies of the Lord come to pass, and chaos springs forth through the said perils and calamities. Ultimately, it's all judgment from the Lord, judging the earth, right? So more than ever, we have to be focused and steadfast, letting the knowledge and the wisdom be the stability of our times, meaning letting that knowledge and that wisdom guide us. Like it says, let me see if I can cue a couple scriptures up. Well, search them up. This is Proverbs 3 and 5. It says, I'm going to start at verse 4, I believe. Start at verse 5. It says, Proverbs 3 and 5, "Trust in the Lord Yahweh with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding." Our hearts, our minds, that's how we trust in the Lord, through what? It says, verse 6, "In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord Yahweh, and depart from evil. It shall be health to thy navel, and marrow to thy bones." So we are supposed to acknowledge him in all of our ways, meaning that whatever we're going through, right, whatever situation we're in, right, like it says here, let me grab this, Ecclesiasticus 37 and 6, let's see, starting at verse, Ecclesiasticus Sirach 37 and verse 15, it says, "And above all this, pray to the Most High, that he will direct thy way in truth. Let reason go before every enterprise, and counsel before every action." So yeah, we're supposed to, before we make a decision, we're supposed to think twice about it, all right? Think twice and move once, according to the scriptures, the instructions of the Lord, letting all things be done in decency and in order, acknowledging him in all of our ways. That's, that's part of letting our eyelids look straight, pondering the paths of our feet, right? It says, let all thy, back in Proverbs 4:26, ponder the way of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. Turn not to the right hand or to the left. Remove thy foot from evil. So that's how we remove our foot from evil, by walking in our wisdom, according to the word of the Lord, right? Matthew chapter 6 and verse, because ultimately, I'm gonna select it. I'm gonna start at verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, for moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where it says, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through and steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So yeah, our treasures is the kingdom. This word is our treasure, the wisdom, which bring it to a kingdom. It says, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So your heart is your mind. We want the kingdom, so we are cleaving unto the Lord through his word in all of our ways, right? Trusting in the Lord, believing in him, because we see prophecy springing forth in the earth. We see earthquakes, Matthew chapter 24, earthquakes in diverse places, earthquakes killing hundreds of people, right? We see people rising up against each other through these order out of chaos. Basically, the top central banking families, the elites, bringing chaos to the earth by these different psyops, psychological, basically psychological experiments, or situations that they use, right, to trigger people, to trigger the masses, right? But we are focused on the kingdom, so we got to stay focused, because like it continues to say, verse 22, let the light, it says, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, the whole body shall be full of light. So we want our eyes to be single, meaning focused on the kingdom, and that's all. Storing our treasures in heaven, not here upon the earth. We're focused on the kingdom, because we know that it's coming to pass. Verse 23, but if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? Yeah, it's very great. If thy eye be evil, it says, verse 24, no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and mammon. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body, what ye shall put on. Is not life more than meat? Is not the body than raiment? So it's not. It says it's not the life more than meat, and the body than raiment. Yeah, what's our life? Our life is the scriptures. The word is life. It says back in let me see, Proverbs chapter 4, and I'm gonna start at verse 20 again. It says, my son, attend to my words, incline thine ear unto my sayings. Let them not depart from thine eyes, keep them in the midst of thine heart, thy mind. It says, verse 22, and it's the point, for they are life unto those that find them, and health to all their flesh. Right? So, again, it's not back in Matthew chapter 6 and verse 25. It says, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body, for what ye shall put on. Is not the life more than meat, and the body than raiment? So yeah, the life is the words. That's what's more than raiment, and meat. Because remember, the Lord said that we shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord. So if that's the case, how do we stay focused? All right. By cleaving unto the words of the Lord. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 15. Study, right? Study to shew thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. So this is how we stay focused, by studying the word, to cleaving unto the word, right? Writing the laws upon the tables of our heart, binding them upon our fingertips, meditating in the word day and night. Because here, Colossians chapter 2 and verse 6, it says, as ye have therefore received Hamashiach Yahushua the Lord, so walk ye in him, rooted and built up in him, and established in the faith. Faith cometh by hearing the words of the Lord, pursuant to, I believe, John 6 and 63. It says, rooted and built up in him and established in the faith, as ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving. Yeah, we have been taught, again, by the word, the men of the Lord that he set up to teach and preach his word. Starting with the apostles and elders on down, right, in Great Millstone, to the youngest brothers, the bishops and elders, who taught us. Because that's how, again, we walk in Yahushua Mashiach, which is the word made flesh, right? The Lord set men up to teach and lead Israel, so we follow them, so that we can be workmen that need not to be ashamed, as it said back in 2 Timothy 2 and 15. So, let me see, Salakia. James 1 and 8, it says, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So we can't be double-minded, When we read here in James chapter 1, it speaks about, counting it all joy when we fall into diverse temptations, when we go through things that tries us, because it says we know that the trying of our faith worketh patience. It teaches us experience. It teaches us what we're doing wrong, how we can correct and learn from the mistakes that we make, that we may be perfect, ultimately that we may be saved, be approved in the eyes of the Lord, because when we lean on the Lord and trust in the Lord and his word, right, then we're stable. That brings stability in the long run. In these times that we're coming into, that's bringing stability. That's why we had this grace period to try to keep the word of the Lord, the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability. And then where we fall short, we continue to learn and grow and correct our mistakes. A just man falls 7 times and gets up again, but the wicked falls into mischief. So we get up again. We fall 7 times, but we get up again, right? Trying to establish that stability, like it says here, Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure. So that's how we stay focused. That's how we build our faith, in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and build that stability, right? So Adawan Ratazah, Lord willing, I pray that this lesson was edifying and exhorting and comforting, and ending it giving infinite honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rikah Kodash. All right, double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.